authority, so I can now start thinking about the work to be done in the House here, and I hope that the queue I'll be in is not too long to explain to Charlie and Roman. Some of these people who do work in the construction are so busy that sometimes you have to wait for quite a long time. But this is needed, and the House is in no danger. It's not in any way in any danger, but it has to be done. So I was very happy to receive this correspondence, which told me that I can start contacting people to start the work. Today is going to be one and done, gentlemen. If there are any ladies listening, of course, a special hello to them too. I'm just going to stay for one round for a few minutes, and I had a lunch which I went to, and I enjoyed it tremendously. That's what was happening on my side, and I'm trying to do some little gardening. I don't have a garden, I just have pots, but we start small and then we'll see if we have more pots. So, anyway, long enough from this side. I wish everybody best of 73, and hopefully we'll meet again in about 2 weeks' time. Not in about in 2 weeks' time. Which, by the way, in 2 weeks' time, on the 15th of September, if we make it, it will be my birthday. So I might try to be here, but on the other hand, I might go out to have a bite to eat with some friends. Back to you, Anthony, and thank you very much for hosting the net, and of course, all the other participants. 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha, this is 9 Hotel 1 Foxtrot Bravo Sierra.
Thank you very much, 9 Hotel 1. I paused because of the repeater beacon, which just kicked in. Thank you very much, 9 Hotel 1 Foxtrot Bravo Sierra. Thanks a lot, Charles. May I now hand over the mic to the other Charles? So we always have at least 2 Charles on our net. Whiskey Bravo for Papa Victor Tango. Mike to you, Charles. This is 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha.
Good evening, everyone. This is WB4PVT. Everything here is going fairly well. It's 28 Celsius outside. We've had some warm days. Haven't had rain in a week, and doesn't look like we're going to get rain for another week. I guess since I've talked to you, I've started my college class in geology. I've wanted to take that for a number of years. However, the class has always been full. Where I live, you can, if you're over 60 years old, you can go to the state college for free as an audit, where you're just sitting in the class. You don't have to take the test. You don't get a grade. When it's over with, it's over with, and there's no credits. But I do it just to keep my mind occupied and something to do. And I've also helped out in the electronic lab, repairing equipment that the students break, and bringing in things and showing them some test sets that I have. So other than that, everything's going fine here, and it's good to hear everyone on the net again. 73, this is WB4PVT, clear.
WB4PVT, Charles. This is 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha. That's excellent news, actually. Following a course, I think it's always excellent news. We do have a similar system in Malta, where there are special courses covering a wide variety of subjects offered by the university, and if you're over 60, you can attend these courses. I believe they're free of charge. I'm not sure. They're either free or there might be a nominal fee. I'm not sure. But they're actually very, very interesting and very practical, and I think it's really great that these opportunities do exist. So you have to tell us more about this course. I'm not sure exactly if you started it or it's going to start shortly. I didn't get that, but you have to tell us more about it. I'll hand over the mic now to 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Mike, France. 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Mike. Tell us what's going on at your end. This is 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha.
Okay, good evening to you all. Okay, sorry for this interrupt. Right. I'm happy first of all that I'm here again. Uniform Romeo 5 Quebec Bravo Roman. Good evening, Roman. It's me, it's Francis, 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Mike. I'm happy that you're with us now for the second time. I have a question for Charles, W Bravo for Papa Victor Tango. Charles, do you receive the photo of the antenna that Joe 9 Hotel 1 Chapel Lima sent you? QSL?
QSL, yes, the photos. In fact, it came at a good time. I'm giving a talk at one of the radio clubs Tuesday on my trip to Malta and amateur radio in Malta. This will be the third club that has requested a presentation about Malta and amateur radio there. Over.
Okay, Charles. Okay. Good evening to you, too. I'm happy. It's my pleasure that I'm talking to you today. Okay. I give the mic to 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha. Mic back to you, too.
Foxtrot Mike, thank you. I'll now pass on the mic to Jerry from the States. November 7, Alpha Papa Whiskey. Mike to you. This is 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha.
Okay, very good. 9 Hotel 5, Fox Alpha, and the 9H-HAM GlobalNet, November 7 Alpha Papa Whiskey returning. Good afternoon, good evening, or good night to everybody on the net. It's nice to hear everybody. Special greeting to Roman. It's nice to hear you for a second time in a couple of weeks, and I hope everything is well with you. Anthony, I'd like to thank you for doing it all today, actually. You're not only taking care of delivering the news to the participants that the net is on, and also interfacing with other systems, but you're also calling the net. Congratulations. Great job. What's been happening with me? Well, in the last couple of weeks, I got a mild case of COVID. I tested positive on Saturday, and on Monday I started taking the pills. And here we are, it's Thursday, and I seem to be doing well. And most, if not all, the symptoms have gone away. So it was a very mild case. Of course, I've taken the vaccines and I've taken the boosters. And now they tell us that there's another booster that's going to be available next week. I'm sure I'm going to have to wait a while before I take that. But at least in my case, they seem to work, because all I had was what felt like a common head cold and a runny nose, and that was about it. No fever, no other complications, at least so far. And we hopefully it'll stay that way, and we're going the right way. I don't think, on another topic, I don't think Mother Nature picked up that it's September, because for the next week we're going to be very hot. Temperatures between 35 and 38 degrees Celsius for a high. So Charlie, PVT, enjoy the cool weather. It's 95 degrees Fahrenheit outside right now. I think that's all I have. Oh, by the way, Antoine, 9H-1US, was running some repairs and tests on the 9H1DMR repeater, and if everything goes well, he'll put it back in its original QTH in the next few days or a week or two. So if you were able to get into 9H1DMR and you can't right now, that's because it's at a temporary location at Antoine's QTH for repairs, maintenance, and probably a couple of updates. 9H5 Hotel, 9H5 Foxtrot Alpha, thank you for everything. November 7 Alpha Papa Whiskey with the 9H-HAM GlobalNet.
November 7 Alpha Papa Whiskey. This is 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha with the GlobalNet. Thank you for your update. Also, your update regarding the 9H1 DMR repeater. Incidentally, we are connected to it now, and at least on our local QTH here, it seems to be working fine. So I know we had the issue of connecting the analog and DMR repeaters together, but the DMR signal doesn't seem to go out into other DMR servers. But locally it's working. I've got my DMR radio on at the moment. I'm monitoring it, and the net is being relayed on for group 2, 3, I forgot the number. 2780, tow group 2780. Tow group 2780, that's it, the Montato group. So it seems to be working. I'm not sure exactly where it is located at the moment. I'm not sure if it's still in a temporary location or if it's been put back to its original location, but it seems to be working fine. Okay, so Mike to Roman, Uniform Romeo 5, Quebec, Bravo, Bravo. Roman, we'd like to hear from you. Thank you for joining the net. Thank you for joining the last time as well. Apologies, I wasn't here last time, so I haven't heard you before. So, Mike to you, and in your part of the world. This is 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha.
Nine Hotel 5 Florida Alpha, this is Uniform Radio 5 Quebec Bravo Bravo. Okay, guys, thank you very much. Thank you very much for your support. I'm very happy that I can meet you here again. As for me, last week, one day we have not electricity and water, and 2 days ago we have not internet, but now all is okay, and station is normal, and I am again at my shack using computer and Echolink to speak with you. November 7 Alpha Papa Whiskey. I very thank you very much for confirmation our contact. Thank you. The last state, hi, thank you. So 9 Hotel 5 Florida Mike, friends. I have one question for you. I send my email message to you on your email, and your email I take from qrz.com, but my message is returned that your email is not correct, and my message is returned. Please give me your email. Please give me your email for my letter to you. And so in this time, this is the first day of the autumn, and now is the temperature here is down, and previous the last day, last day of the summer, we have temperature plus 37 degrees Celsius, plus 37. It's last day of the summer was very, very hot, and now it's temperature down. But today was only 30 degrees. It's a good temperature here. So this is news about me for this time. And back to 9 Hotel 5 Florida Mike, Francis. Can you give me your email address? Back to you.
Okay, uniform Romeo 5, Quebec, Bravo, Bravo, 9 Hotel 5, Foxtrot Mike. Okay, good evening to you again, Roman. Okay, I'm just checking. I'm just trying to check your email, but if I'm going to give you, I don't know if it's that one or not. I'm going to give you another email. The email is francis.mccullough 899 at gmail.com. I repeat it. francis.mccullough 899 at gmail.com. QSL Roman, if you send it on that one, it's better, because I don't know if it's still work or not. QSL Roman.
Roger. Yes, I copy. All is okay. I copy your email address. I will send today my letter to you on this another your email address. Okay. Thank you very much, Francis. And okay. Back to 9 Hotel 5 Florida Alpha to Net Control. I'm very happy to meet you. This is our first contact here in internet. And back to you, 9 Hotel 5 Florida Alpha. This is Uniform Radio 5 Quebec, Bravo, Bravo.
Uniform Radio 5 Quebec, Bravo, Bravo. This is 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha. I am just now looking at your QRZ page, Roman. And you have a very interesting set of photographs there showing various amateur radio activities. And there's one photo which seems to be taken of a Scouts headquarters, where I can see at least three ham radio antennas there. So I guess there's a fairly good amateur radio activity, and yeah, I guess were these pictures taken during some jamboree on the air activity with the scouts? Yeah, and back to you, Roman. Tell us a bit about amateur radio activities in your country. You are Uniform Romeo 5 Quebec Bravo Bravo. This is 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha.
Nine Hotel 5 Florida Alpha and the group. This is United Radio 5 Quebec Bravo Bravo. Okay. Another my hobby is travel. I like to travel to different countries and of course to meet with amateur radio. And on my page there is a photo of my travel to Tunis in 2013, where I meet the president of Tunis Amateur Radio Society, Ashraf. His stateside call sign Kilo Florida 5 Echo Yankee Yankee, but we know it like 3 Victor 8 Sierra Sierra and 3 Victor 8 Bravo Bravo. He's chief of this club station, and we meet with Ashraf, and he take me to here club scout club station in the Sousse city of Tunis, and where I work like operator from 3 Victor 8 Sierra Sierra. It was my first travel to Africa, and it's very interesting for me. I hope that it was beginning of my activities from Africa, but I cannot return to Tunis again. I hope that I will be again visit Tunis and this club station as the scout organization, and it's very interesting because on the second floor one room is a club station, and another room many children study, and they study, and maybe in the future it will be amateur radios, to Tunis amateur radios. Okay, this is about this my activity from 3 Victor 8 Sierra Sierra like operator, and it was a very interesting trip, very interesting travel for me. This is enough. So back to you. 9 Hotel 5 Florida Alpha, Uniform Radio 5 Quebec Bravo Bravo.
Uniform Radio 5, Quebec Bravo Bravo. This is 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha. Yeah, very interesting, Roman, and congratulations. You also have won a number of international contest awards for the DXing too. I'm seeing them on our page. Very well done. It's great to meet people who are so really interested and so really active on amateur radio. I'm going to pause for any late check-ins. If there are any late check-ins, I'm going to pause for a few seconds. If there are any late check-ins, please come in now. This is 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha, net control operator for this evening's 9H-HAM GlobalNet. Hearing none, I have a small question for Charles WB for BBT. Charles, I heard you say that you have been presenting talks about amateur radio in Malta on about three occasions. That's extremely interesting, and really, thanks for promoting amateur radio in Malta abroad. Could you tell us something small about them? I mean, this is extremely interesting because we're a very small community here, and having promoting amateur radio abroad is something I think which would benefit the local community very much. Back to you, Charles, WB4PVT.
This is WB4PVT. Yes, in fact, I was at a ham fest a couple of weeks ago, and I ran into one of the DXers that goes down to Guantanamo Bay, Cuba, and operates from there. And he said that he was going to Germany for the big ham fest there maybe next year, and was looking to operate somewhere over in Europe. And I had suggested Malta, and he said that he thought that would be a good idea. That is not the club that I will be going to, but I have gotten some people to know about Malta, and the presentation is broken up into really three parts. One part has to do with tropo radio up there at Malia, out there at the point, Malta Ridge, where the radar station is today. That was where I was working. And we had a tropo site there, which is a microwave, basically, except that it has 10,000 watts of power, and the dish is 10 meters in diameter, or 30 feet. And it was for communication from the Toa Reggio, then to Malta, and then to Libya, Wheelus Air Force Base. That was in 1968 and 69. Tropo works off of, if you ever come up on a hill at night and there's a car coming in the other direction, you can see his headlights. And that's what Tropo is doing. It's just scattering off the troposphere. Then it's also about my going to the club. In the photos I have of the club, information about the repeaters, and also my stay in Malta. One of the things that is different here in our repeaters is that we identify every 10 minutes, so the repeater timer is set for about 9.5 minutes. And it only identifies if somebody is on the air. So if you bring up the repeater the first time, it will identify and keep on every 9.5 minutes. Also, the repeaters identifiers sometimes set what they call polite, where they do not identify unless someone is speaking, and it waits for them to stop, and then it will identify. But I've looked into the cost of your license and everything. The one thing I'm trying to find out is why I can operate in Malta as a reciprocal, but the FCC here does not list Malta as a reciprocal state. And I have contacted ARL about it, and I didn't get a satisfactory answer. So I'm trying to go with the ARL first, and then I will be going through the FCC to find out. I think they just dropped it off. So that's basically what's going on here. Over.
WB4PVT, this is 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot. Thank you very much. Thanks for this update. It's really interesting. Yes, that's reciprocal issue. You had mentioned that as well on another edition of this net. I remember a couple of weeks ago. Not sure exactly what the problem is or what the issue is. I'm not sure exactly how these agreements work, especially for countries across the EU. There might be agreements which are not reciprocal, so they only work one way. I'm not sure about that. Yeah, but that is an issue. I think in this day and age, you should be able to operate all around the globe. The world has become so small. Communications are so easy across the world, and I think amateur radio should not be any different from that. Okay, is there anyone else who would like to say something to the net? If anyone else would like to say something, I'm going to pause. Please just announce your call sign and go ahead. This is 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha.
November 7, Alpha Papa Whiskey.
Go ahead, Jerry.
Very good, Anthony. 9H-5 9H-5 Fox Alpha, and the 9H-HAM GlobalNet, and 7APW returning. And I was listening to Charlie saying about operating from Malta. You know, I don't know whether it's ever happened, but I wonder if there was ever a special event station that was set up on Camino, the island between Malta and Gozo. Of course, I don't have to tell you where that is, or myself. But when I was a ham and when I got my 9H1 call sign right at the beginning, I tried to do that, and at that point in time, in 1974, they didn't allow mobile or any operation outside of a fixed station at the QTH. I wonder if that's been done. Do you know anything about that? Because that would be nice. That's almost, no, I wouldn't call it an expedition station, but close, because hardly anybody lives on Camino. A lot of tourists every day, and a lot of umbrellas, and a lot of wildlife. But I don't know. I'd find that exciting. Go there, set up, camp for a few days, and have some fun on ham radio. And it's its own island. It's not that hilly. Takeoff is beautiful. So what do you think? 9H5FA and the 9H-HAM GlobalNet. Just a thought here. An exciting one for me. And 7APW.
Before PVT with a comment.
Go ahead, WB4 PVT.
I think it's a great idea. However, let's go to Filfla instead of Camino. Is W4 PVT.
Well, the only problem I'd have is climbing Filfla. I can climb Camino, Charlie. Go ahead.
You're going to have problems there getting there. I mean, actually climbing up onto the Filfla and setting setting up a station there. You need battery power. And if you're going to camp there for a couple of days, you need a lot of battery power. I'm not aware of anything ever having been done on Camino, to be honest. I have no idea myself. Not sure if there's anyone who would like to provide some feedback on that. This is 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha. Hearing none. Are there any late check-ins for the net? Are there any late check-ins for the net? Please come in now. Good evening, everyone. This is Jonathan Gallia on behalf of 9H-HAM Alpha. Just to say hello to everyone. Good evening, everyone. This is Jonathan Gallia on behalf of 9H-5 Fox Alpha. Just wanted to say hello. Good afternoon for the foreigner to everybody. Hey, Jonathan. This is 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha. Jonathan is a shortwave listener and very interested, technical individual who loves amateur radio, and he's broadcasting on board my call sign, and he will be, we're sure he will be getting his license. Eventually, he's also on Jitsi. I'm seeing him now, and well, he's a very good friend of mine and a very avid technical person, especially when it comes to radio transmissions and radio electronics. Is there anyone who would like to say anything to the net? Is there anyone who would like to say anything to the net? This is 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha, net controller for this evening's 9 Hotel HAM GlobalNet. Hearing none, we had 7 check-ins today, including Jonathan, and with no additional traffic or comments, this is 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha, and I'll be bringing to close this evening's edition of the 9H-HAM GlobalNet. I would like to thank the repeater trustees for the use of the repeater, and all people who have checked in, all radio amateurs have participated. I'd like to thank everyone for their feedback, for their QSOs, for the information they gave us, for the discussions we had. And I'd like to remind everyone that this net meets every 2 weeks on Thursday night at 8 p.m. Central European Time. So the next net will be today, fortnight, the next 9 HM. GlobalNet will be today, fortnight, which will be the 15th of September. And with 9H-1 FPS Charles's birthday. So we have to remember to wish him a happy birthday. I'm now returning the use of the repeaters, the two repeaters we're currently using, which is the 9H UHF-R and the 9H-HAM repeater. I'm returning all the repeaters to normal amateur radio use. This is 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha 73. Good evening, and I'm bringing the net to an end. Thank you very much to everyone. And by the way, this is my first attempt at being net controller. So I'm not sure if I made the mess of it or not. But well, I think it worked out more or less in the end. Thanks to everyone, and good night or good afternoon, depending on which part of the world, or good morning, depending on which part of the world you're in. This is 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha, net control operator for this evening, 9H and GlobalNet, bringing this net to a close. 73s, and good evening.